In this episode of the CrossFit Edwardsville Community Podcast, we are revealing the secrets, the top 4 secrets of the gym's top results getters. If you want to know what those secrets are, tune in for this episode. It's going to be a good one.
Welcome to the CrossFit Edwardsville Community Podcast, where we hear and learn from our coaches, CrossFitters, and Glen Ed community leaders. Now, here are your hosts, Dallas and Greg.
Hello again. CrossFit Edwardsville Community Podcast episode is live. I am Coach G, your host. Actually leading this one solo because my dude Dallas has tested positive for the Rona. He is at home getting past his fever. So sending Dallas some love here in this podcast. Praying for a speedy recovery for you, brother. Can't wait to have you back here at my side on the CrossFit Edwardsville Community Podcast once again. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. It's Coach G. I'm one of the coaching team here at CFE. I'm also the general manager here at CFE. And in today's episode, we'll be sharing the secrets, the top 4 things that the gym's top results getters know, the things that they know that you don't know. We sometimes put it the top 1% results getters. What separates them from the average gym goer? We're going to be talking about that in this episode. This, like our last episode where we talked about the top things that are probably drawing you to CrossFit in the first place. I'm trying to adjust myself here so that I'm not as washed out with the sun. This topic and the secrets here are gleaned from thousands and thousands of conversations with the people in our gym that really excel, the people that really, really get the absolute best results in terms of like muscle definition, cutting fat, performance in the gym, doing really well in the CrossFit Open, doing really well in workouts, and in terms of just feeling their best, living their best lives. We've noticed over as a gym, we've now been a CrossFit affiliate for, this is our 11th year, and you definitely notice trends after a while. There are certain things that CrossFitters, the most successful CrossFitters do that others do not do. There's definitely patterns to all of this. And the great news for everybody here at CFE is that these patterns are all replicable, right? These are all things that we can all do to get the absolute most out of our gym experience. So I'm going to dive into it with number 1 first. Nutrition is necessary. Here's the first and maybe the single most important thing. You cannot out-exercise a bad diet. It is so necessary that your eating supports you in your fitness journey in terms of how you want to look, how you want to feel, how you want to perform. You can't get around this, right? It's often said that 80% of the battle is in the kitchen and 20% is in the gym. That's probably about right, plus or minus a few percentage points on either end, but your 6-pack abs are created in the kitchen. The gym definitely is an accessory and definitely helps you with that, but you want to look your absolute best as fast as possible. We have an entire wall of fame at CrossFit Edwardsville, which is full of amazing before and afters of our CrossFitters. And universally, all of those before and after transformations, all the most amazing ones, they have this in common. Every single one of those people was doing one of our nutrition programs, probably with Coach Kelsey, our most established, very experienced nutrition coach. She's amazing. But it's twofold. First, it's knowledge, right? It's knowing what you need to eat, how much you need to eat, when you need to eat, what foods, how much carb, how much fat, how much protein. How do you disperse those and dose those to get the optimum response from your healthy eating? And knowing that having the optimum dosage of protein, fat, carb, calorie, all the things, having the optimum dosage of that is a magnifier. So if your gym program can make you stronger, you become exponentially stronger with the right nutrition. If your goal is to build more energy, more stamina, more endurance, not have that midday lull where you get tired, nutrition is a magnifier. Everything good that you get out of your gym program is magnified. The results happen exponentially faster, and they happen in order of magnitude at a higher level when you have your nutrition dialed in. And it is like a wake-up call for a lot of people, often to realize they think they have their healthy eating dialed in. They think that they know what they need to do. And when they actually give us their food journals, it's very clear they have no clue what they're doing. They think that, well, I had a Monster energy drink for breakfast. I had a bagel and some cream cheese for lunch. And then dinner, I chose something from the low-calorie menu at Wendy's. Like, it is a train wreck out there. Now, I say this lovingly and respectfully. If you are struggling with your nutrition, you are not alone, and you shouldn't try and figure it out alone. So many people have this struggle, and if you do, it is very much your best move to let a nutrition coach help you tease out exactly what to do about it, because nutrition is necessary. If you want to be the most badass CrossFitter possible, look amazing, feel amazing, perform at your absolute best, there's no getting around it. Nutrition has to be a part of that journey. Number 2, the WOD. This is the second secret for the top 1% of gym results getters. The WOD is just the start. What do I mean by the WOD? In case you're not in the know with our CrossFit lingo, our CrossFit terminology, WOD, W-O-D, the workout of the day, which is probably the timed conditioning piece that you do with the group CrossFit classes. Today's WOD at CrossFit, for example, was a combination of running, sit-ups, and jump rope. Fantastic workout. I did that workout, got a great workout out of it, but that was not the only thing that I did. I also know that for me to get what I want out of my gym experience, which, by the way, since I'm quarantined at home, given that I've tested positive for COVID, I'm presently quarantined at home. I do this workout on my own. So just in case anybody's wondering, asterisk, I do this one from home. I miss all the people at the gym, by the way. Much love to you guys. Can't wait till I get out of quarantine. I can rejoin you. But I did that workout. But that's not all that I did, because I know for me to get what I want, strength outcomes are a very high priority for me. I stayed and I did extra strength specific work to address my weaknesses. This general pattern is absolutely one of the things that is a universal amongst our absolute 1% best gym results getters. When the workout is done, they stick around and they do extra exercise things, which often is not a lot. It's often like you don't have to spend another 2 hours in the gym. You probably don't want to live in the gym, right? But after the workout is done, our top results getters will stay and they'll do extra core work. They'll do extra work to improve their lifting skill and technique to become a better lifter, become stronger. They'll stay or they'll arrive early and they'll do an extra 2K, 2,000 meter row on the Concept 2 rower before the class starts. They'll stay after class and they'll go and they'll run a couple of miles. They'll do some accessory swimming in addition to their program, right? The WOD is just the start, but we've noticed this. All of our best results getters, they identify, okay, the workout that gives me, that's the meat and potatoes of my program. But I know that for me, I also need these additional details. They're going to help me to either look how I want to look, feel how I want to feel, or improve my physical abilities, my skill set in some useful way, to be the best competitive CrossFitter, to be the best at my job as a swim coach, to be at my best as a soccer coach for my kids' soccer league, right? In order to improve my engine or my stamina or my conditioning for XYZ purpose or function. This is definitely something that we see in all the greatest physical transformations at CFE, in all of the greatest and most competitive CrossFitters in our gym, people that win the workouts, the people that do the best in the CrossFit Open, do the best in local competitions. They recognize the workout of the day may be the meat of the action, but all the details, all the, shall we say, if we're going to go with that analogy of the meat of the action, the meat and potatoes is the wad, then all of these side dishes are things you need to add in to be sure you get all of your fitness nutrients, so to speak. Which, by the way, if you know that you need that, or you think you need that, or if I'm speaking this to you and it's resonating with you, the CrossFit coaches here, part of what we can do for you is actually help you to identify what do those side dishes of fitness look like, so you can get the six-pack abs, so you can finally get your 2K row time to sub 7, so you can finally do butterfly pull-ups, so you can finally whatever, have all the energy you want to live your life with no limitation. What are those accessory things you need to do? You struggle with overhead positioning in a lift. What are the accessory exercises that you should be doing on the bulletproof SCAP machine, right? The coaches can spell that out for you. Let them be a resource to you. But just coming in, doing the workout and bouncing as fast as possible, that is not one of the qualities that will give you the absolute most out of this program. Number 3, consistency is crucial. Being consistent with eating in a healthy way, exercising, these things are crucial. Now, I want to be very clear when I say consistency, what I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about you need to win every workout. You need to be the fastest, you need to be the strongest. I'm not even necessarily talking about showing up to the most number of workouts, although there is a definite correlate. The people that are here at CFE doing the workout of the day more often, the WOD, they definitely get more results faster, period, because they're here putting in the work, right? But consistency, right? You need to be here at least 3 times a week. That's a bare minimum. More is better. And if you are here more often, you'll get more results faster. You'll experience more benefits in a greater amount and faster. But we are talking about not being perfect. You don't have to be perfect as an exerciser. You don't have to be perfect with your nutrition. Although the better you eat, the better things go. But we are talking about being there, showing up to the playing field, so to speak, consistently, 3, 4, 5 times a week. We are talking about when you do show up, you give it your best for that day. You don't have to be at 100%. You don't have to be setting a PR every single time, but every time that you're there for your workout, you're fully attentive and you give it what you have on that day. So you're at, like, you had a hard night of, you didn't sleep very well, or you went to bed late because you were out at your kid's sports game until late, got home. Your workout is in the morning. You wake up in the morning, you're still a little bit sore from the last workout that you did. You're still tired because you didn't get enough sleep because you were helping your kids with their homework or whatever it was, right? But when you show up to the workout, even if you're only at 50% of capacity, 50, that's all you've got for the day, you give 100% of that 50%. You give it the best that you have on that day, in that moment, and then you come back and you do it again tomorrow. Consistency is crucial. On the nutrition side of things, this is showing up to game to shop for healthy foods every week, do your meal prep every week, or if meal prep is just not going to happen for you, you order the prepared foods that match what you want to get out of your life. Like you order it from Clean Eats, you order it from Ice Age Meals, or whatever it is, some other meal prep service. But you do the homework, you do the thing, you do the planning, and you take action to have the healthy foods that you need. That's what it looks like on the nutrition side of things. then you actually bring your prepared foods with you to work or to the sports game. So you're never stranded. You're not stranded where you have no option but to eat hot dogs and chips from the concession stand, right? You don't put yourself in that situation. You consistently think ahead, plan ahead, and get the foods that you need for your nutrition requirements. Consistency is key. And then number four secret of the top results getters from the gym, they do the workouts that they don't feel like doing. I'm going to say that again. They do the workouts they don't feel like doing. At the core philosophical level in CrossFit, there's this belief that you fail at the margins of your experience, and that cherry picking or biasing to your strengths fitness-wise is a recipe for incapacity and error. Those quotes courtesy of Greg Glassman, the founder of CrossFit. What I mean by that is there are things in your fitness experience you probably are great with. Some people, they're very strong. When it comes to strength stuff, they kill the game. They're not as good with the body weight stuff or the engine or the cardio stuff, but they kill the game with the strength stuff. For some people, it's the opposite. They kill the game on the cardio side. They got engine for days, but they're not especially strong. That's their weakness, right? Some people do really well with workouts that have burpees. Some people do really well in workouts that have pull-ups or rope climbs. Some people do really well in workouts that involve deadlifts. Some people do really well in workouts that have any of these things. But for the majority of the population, there are workouts that the minute it shows up, you're like, hell yes, I'm going to kill this workout. This is my jam. This is a mush ball down the center of the plate for me. This is my thing. And there's probably workouts where they come down, you're like, man, this is going to be a challenging or difficult day for me. I'm not going to win this workout because this has stuff that is not in my wheelhouse. This workout has things that I struggle with. The top 1% of gym results getters will show up and do the workouts that they don't feel like doing. To put it another way, they don't cherry pick themselves out of addressing their fitness deficiencies. They don't ignore or skip the days where the workout involves something they're not good at. Again, if you're constantly avoiding your fitness weaknesses, that is a recipe for incapacity and error, and it's a recipe for muting at the best or negating at worst your fitness results. There's no way you can think about this, right? If you love the strength stuff because you kick ass at it, one of the most beneficial things you could probably do is show up to the gym when it's a very cardio intensive workout day. Because that is probably the workout that will give you the absolute most bang for your buck. The most value will be in that workout. It's the things fitness-wise that you probably don't feel like doing that are probably the things that are the absolute most beneficial for you. So if you're one of those cardio ninjas and you see a workout that involves a little bit more heavy lifting, a little bit more strength, you should show up to the gym on that day, because that will give you the greatest transformation in how you look, feel, and perform. That will help you become your best and most athletic self. There is a time and place. I'll put it this way. Don't skip the days that have things that you're great at, but also don't skip the days that have things you're terrible at. I'll give you an example. So, for me, I'm not an especially good runner. And if there's one workout I probably would never, ever want to, I could never voluntarily want to do, a 2K row is a good example of that. I'm not the worst rower. I'm not the best rower, not the worst rower, but I just know that that's going to be a very rough 7.5 minutes for me. That 2K row. If a 2K row comes up, I need to be there at the gym for a lot of reasons. One is the stamina, the endurance that it will give me to do that challenge will be very beneficial for me as an athlete. The second is it sets a tone for the rest of my life if I don't shy away from the medicine that I need to take. I'm going to say that again. It sets a tone for the rest of my life that I don't shy away from taking the medicine that I need to take. And this is true for you as well. That workout that you don't feel like doing, you are literally training yourself to be a less effective human if you duck the things you suck at. I acknowledge that maybe in like careers, it can really pay in a big way to go all in on your strengths. Like if you just happen to be a brilliant public speaker and communicator, going all in on that, which by the way, that's what Dallas is, right? So my co-host Dallas on this podcast, shout out to Dallas. He is a brilliant public speaker and communicator, like top 1%. He's phenomenal in that regard. Put a microphone in his hands, he kicks ass. He's gone all in on helping to coach other guys to be their best in presenting their business, their brand message to an audience through a podcast, on a stage, right? Because he's the best at that. But in terms of your fitness, in terms of Dallas's fitness, Dallas knows running is not a strength for him. He needs to do running on a regular basis. And Dallas, being the good dude and the effective human that he is, literally signed up for a running program written by us here at CrossFit Edwardsville. He's got 3 running workouts he does every single week in addition to the CrossFit workouts. Not something that he feels like doing, but he recognizes that that area of deficit is going to hold him back as a fitnesser, as an athlete, as a person. And the mentality is the same, right? You don't want to constantly cave to, what's the word I'm looking for here? Don't be the kind of person that always avoids the learning opportunity. Don't be the kind of person that always avoids the opportunity for growth. That workout you don't feel like doing, you need to do that workout, and you should show up to that workout. That's number 4. So to recap, the top 4 things, top 4 secrets of the gym's top results getters. Number 1, nutrition is necessary. Number 2, the WOD is just the start. Do the extra exercise that you need for your specific goals. And if you don't know what that is, ask your coach here at CrossFit Edwardsville. Number 3, consistency is crucial. Number 4, do the workouts you don't feel like doing. And guys, if you are interested in learning more about CrossFit Edwardsville, Google CrossFit Edwardsville. Find our Google reviews, read those. Visit us at CrossFitEdwardsville.com. You can dig into our Facebook and our Instagram. So that's not the right one here. Bam. Dig into our Facebook and our Instagram. We are at CrossFit Edwardsville on both Facebook and Instagram. You can also find us on YouTube. Watch our YouTube videos there. When you're ready to finally come and see what CrossFit Edwardsville has to offer you specifically, visit CrossFitEdwardsville.com and sign up for one of our no sweat conversations with a coach. Coach will answer your questions and help you to identify what does your CrossFit journey look like for you specifically, independent of anybody else. And that'll lead into your first class experience at CrossFit Edwardsville. Guys, that's all I've got for you today. Much love to you guys. Can't wait to see you guys in the next episode. Until then, have a beautiful and blessed day.